Welcome to Buchholz Park here in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. We get you ready for the championship game here in the Class AAA Regional here in Stevens Point. Steve Maves alongside Doug Zaleski as we get you ready for Wisconsin Rapids and Stevens Point. Welcome to the Little Sprouts Learning Garden pregame show. Little Sprouts is conveniently located in Auburndale. They have summer openings now and are ready for your half pints and little tykes for the upcoming school year. Wisconsin Rapids will be the home team, so they will get the last at-bats here today. Stevens Point coming in just one blemish on the weekend, or now into the week, 21-9 overall. They knocked off Marshfield just moments ago. They beat Plover yesterday in a slugfest, 11-9. They fell to Plover earlier in this tournament, and now they'll have their hands full once again with Donovan Brandel and the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers.
Yeah, it's interesting. Stevens Point seems to have made some big strides here late in the season. Now, I think if you looked at the Wisconsin Valley Legion League standings 2 weeks or so ago, I believe Stevens Point was about 3-7 at that time. And eventually, I believe the Sixers finished 7-7, so they put together a little streak there in the conference season, and then it's carried over here into the regional. They've played very well in the games that I've seen, and last game against Marshfield here, which ended 40 minutes ago or so, I thought they played very well. They pounded out, I believe it was 13 hits or 15 hits, held Marshfield to 3. J.D. Schultz was very strong on the mound, and it'll be an interesting game. Two teams that know each other pretty well. They're rivals, and I'm expecting a pretty good game.
Yeah, a lot of these kids, especially for Wisconsin Rapids, playing on the Lincoln High School team. A lot of the Sixers for the Spash Panthers, they met during the sectionals in Eau Claire during the playoffs. Wisconsin Rapids coming off of a loss to Marshfield last night in extra innings. Did not play very well. 3 errors. What are you looking for in the Rangers tonight?
Yeah, I want to see how Wisconsin Rapids, I guess, responds after that loss last night. Rapids had beaten Marshfield twice during the regular season, and to come out and lose to Marshfield yesterday was a bit of a surprise. So interesting to see early in the game if Wisconsin Rapids bounces back, and I suspect they will.
All right, we're going to take a quick break with the national anthem, come back with starting lineups and opening pitch from Buchholz Park.
Are you looking for a daycare close to Auburndale? Little Sprouts Learning Garden Daycare, located at 10564 North School Road, has a convenient location right next to Auburndale schools. When you bring your children to Little Sprouts, you know that you're leaving them in good hands. With a capacity of 50 children, this daycare is open to all children from 6 weeks to 12 years. Conveniently open from 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, Little Sprouts Learning Garden in Auburndale is your family-friendly daycare.
Grassland Dairy Products in Greenwood has been in the butter churning business for over 300 years. Since 1893, when the original Wietrich family immigrated to Wisconsin from the Swiss Alps, to present-day fourth-generation owners, Grassland Dairy Products has perfected the butter-making process. Grassland Dairy offers an assortment of butter products and dairy ingredients. Whether for industrial use or your own kitchen table, you can trust that Grassland Dairy Products will produce quality butter that everyone will enjoy. GrasslandDairy.com. Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Welcome back to Buchholz Park to get you ready for the championship game here between the Wisconsin Rapids Post 9 Rangers and the Stevens Point Post 6 Sixers. Donovan Brandel on the mound for the Rangers tonight. We'll go through the starting lineups for the Sixers, who will be the home team on the scoreboard. Batting first in right field, Zach Zimmerman. Batting second in center field, Brady Franz. Batting third at first base, Isaac Perner. Batting fourth at shortstop, Justin Morton. Batting fifth in left field, J.D. Schultz. Batting sixth and doing the catching, Jacob Danielson. Batting seventh at second base, Nate Helms. Batting eighth and doing the pitching tonight, Reese Gaber. We'll talk about the last outing that Reese had against the Rangers. Just happened a couple of weeks ago. And batting ninth at third base is Isaac Sikosh. They'll be going up against Donovan Brandel. Donnie coming in at 3-1 on the year. He had a save yesterday in the come from behind win over the Plover Black Sox. He'll have a big task tonight as the Sixers have scored 19 runs in their last 2 games. Had put up 11 against the Black Sox yesterday. That was one heck of a first inning. Plover came out on fire, scored 4 in the first, and Stevens Point came back, scored 6 of their own in the first, and then they went through and got an 11-9 win, and Plover was eliminated from postseason contention. And now Zach Zimmerman to lead things off. Thank you to our game sponsor, Little Sprouts Learning Garden in Auburndale. Little Sprouts is currently seeking a committed individual who wants to make a difference in the lives of young children and their families in our community while effectively and efficiently running all center operations. Sparking imagination, building self-esteem, and helping children grow and learn are just a few necessary skills this individual will need to possess to be successful in our family at Little Sprouts. Competitive pay, reduced rate for personal child care, holidays off with pay, vacation pay, company paid cell phone, weekends off is an additional bonus. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden today. Opening pitch was fouled back, and it's 0-1 to Zach Zimmerman. Swung on a miss from Donovan Brandel. You've seen Donovan pitch a couple times this year. What does he bring to the mound?
Well, I like the way he attacks hitters. He doesn't fool around. This guy isn't a nibbler. He has a nice fastball, and he continuously challenges hitters at the plate, and you got to really like that in a pitcher who goes after batters.
The 1-2 coming back, able to hold up that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Donovan coming in a 31 and a third innings pitched. Again, he came in yesterday in relief of Ethan Peters, who gave up the first had 2 base runners on in the top of the 7th inning against Plover. Brandel came back and struck out the side, the 2-2, and he's going to hold up, and they're going to ask, and they said he did not go. That was a good holdup by Zach Zimmerman, and the count is full to the leadoff hitter for the Sixers. The winner heads to Chippewa Falls on Friday. The 3-2. Missed high, and a leadoff walk. Had him behind in the count and able to fight back and earn the walk.
The rest of that state tournament field is set. They're waiting for the winner of this game to complete the field. The winner here, as I was looking at the pairings today, will face Chippewa Falls, the host team, in the final game of the day on Friday. So maybe a good spot in the draw for the winner of this game.
First offering high and out, 1-0. Chippewa Falls, the host team, so they got an automatic bid into the state tournament, no matter how well they did or didn't do in the Eau Claire Regional. The 1-0. Wow, just missed. 2-0. Donovan not getting the calls early on the outside corners. Brandel comes set on the 2-0. Miss low and away, 3-0. Brady Franz, the hitter. He's the center fielder today. He came in through a couple of innings against Marshfield, the 6th and 7th. And the 3-0. Breaking ball, Donovan not feeling it early. Pair back-to-back walks.
And that's the thing, as a manager, it just irritates you to see pitchers put batters on with free passes. You got to make them earn their way on, and now the catcher going out to talk with Brandel on the mound, perhaps to try to settle him down.
Yeah, on lost Zach Zimmerman in his at-bat, and then on 4 straight pitches, Brady Franz walks, and the Sixers looking to get something cooking early. Wisconsin Rapids has Donovan Brandel obviously pitching now, most likely has Caleb Kromenacher with an opportunity to throw tonight. The first offering to Perner from Brandel in their first strike. Justin Morton on deck, then J.D. Schultz, Jacob Danielson, Nate Helms, Reese Gaber, and Isaac Sikosh. As Doug mentioned in the pregame, this Point team has been hitting the ball very well the last couple of games, and that one missed just inside, and it's 1-1. Double-digit hits in that win against Plover. 14 or 15, I believe, against Marshfield just about an hour ago. The 1-1, squares to bunt, gets it down in front of home plate, and Zawicki touches it, and Perner's behind 1-2.
So there's a couple of ways strategically, if you're Stevens Point, you can approach this. You can try to sacrifice the runners to second and third, put them there with 1 out, which they tried to do. Or you've got your 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming up and potentially a big inning, but a lot of coaches like to jump ahead early with a run or two.
The 1-2. Swing on and missed. Brandel settles down to Perner, and there's 1 away for Justin Morton, the hottest hitting player for the Sixers.
So the sacrifice button doesn't work, and now Stevens Point with 1 out. Cleanup batter coming to the plate is forced to swing away a little bit and try to get a rally going that way here.
Justin Morton at the plate, slightly open stance. Brandel comes set, long pause and fires. Swung on and missed. Behind on the fastball. So that after that meeting from Zawicki to Brandel, he, like you said, went out, settled him down a little bit, and has been pounding the strike zone since. No balls and a strike. Fires home. Swung on and missed. Off speed that time. J.D. Schultz on deck. This is what makes Donovan Brandel dangerous. Able to locate those pitches if he's able to. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. That one gets by. Morton is down on strikes. And a big turn from Zimmerman at third on the wild pitch. But there are 2 away now. But 2 in scoring position for J.D. Schultz.
I don't know if Zwicky got crossed up there on the pitch, but he just whiffed on the ball. It hit him, I don't know if it was in the knee or where it hit him, but it just got away from him.
J.D. a home run in the game against Marshfield. Looking to strike early, the first offering. Just missed high, now 1-0. Jacob Danielson on deck. These 2 teams met back during the Firecracker Classic. Point taking that one 3-2. That was a game that Reese Gaber threw. Again, we'll get into that when he's on the mound, the 1-0. Going to be hit foul, 1-1. And then Point came back to Wisconsin Rapids. A 7-2 loss. And a 8-2 loss for Point when Rapids came here. So looking to even up the series and have a trip to state. The 1-1 swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes to J.D. Schultz. The Rangers faithful sitting to our right here, representing the Ranger Red. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch to from Brandel. Missed high.
A lot of folks from Wisconsin Rapids making the trip over here. There's a good crowd in the bleachers, and then beyond the Rangers dugout, there's another 20 people sitting down there in lawn chairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Going to be hit sharply to Byer. He gets it, picks, throws, and the Rangers get out of the first inning. No runs, no hits, 2 runners left on. Great job by Brandel to get out of it. We go to the bottom of the first. It's Sixers nothing. Rangers coming up.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and Central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today.
Back to Stevens Point. Reese Gaber finishing up his warm-up pitches. He'll face the Rangers lineup that hasn't changed much in the last about 2 weeks. Caleb Kromenacher batting first in left field. Jack Wenzel, the right fielder, bats second. Batting third and doing the pitching, Donovan Brandel batting fourth behind the plate. Josh Zwicky batting fifth at first base. Nathan Kromenacher batting sixth in center field. Garrett Huber batting seventh at third base. Tyler Byer batting eighth at shortstop. Jacob Whiffley, and batting ninth at second base is Gabe Zwicky. They'll be going up against Reese Gaber, and Reese, the left-handed pitcher for the Sixers, he went 6 innings in a win over the Rangers on the championship Sunday of the Firecracker Classic. And Gaber went 6 innings, gave up 7 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 6 strikeouts and a walk. That game was all capped off by an inside the park home run to right field that Nathan Kromenacher tripped up and fell into the fence. Luckily he was all right, but the Rangers are the home team. They'll have an opportunity here with Caleb Kromenacher to lead things off. First offering misses inside, 1-0. Caleb coming in at .455 on the year. 6 doubles, 2 triples. And Gaber pounds his own for a strike. Jack Wenzel on deck. Gaber fires. Misses outside, high and out. Pounding the zone, or pounding the glove with fastballs early to Caleb Kromenacher, bringing the velocity is Gaber. That one's going to be lifted, foul, and out of play. 2-2 quickly to Caleb Kromenacher. Caleb just 8 strikeouts on the year. Had one last night, the 2-2. High and in, off the mitt of Danielson, and the count runs full with Jack Wenzel on deck. Caleb Kromenacher, member of the University of Wisconsin Stevens Point team. Now it's going to be hit over to second. That's Helms, plays on the third hop, and gets Kromenacher by 4 steps, and there's 1 up and 1 down.
So important for Stevens Point there to get the leadoff batter. It behooves a team to get that leadoff batter out each inning, and especially a guy like Kromenacher who has such a great average.
And Caleb gets on, always a threat to run once he gets on. And like you mentioned, a huge first out for Reese Gaber and the Sixers. Now Jack Wenzel, the right fielder. Jack struggling at second base defensively last night. First offering in there for a strike. Came in, pitched to the last inning, the 8th inning. Got the first 2 out. Gave up a 2-out, 2-strike single. That one's over to Helms. Plays on second hop. Nicely done. A high throw. And Perner just gets down for the second out. And there's 2 away for Donovan Brandel. Got over there in time, rushed it a little bit to get to first. And just like that, there's 2 up and 2 down for the Rangers pitcher. Donovan has been on fire this week, or this tournament. 2 games in a row, 3 doubles for Donovan. That one bounces away 1-0. Donnie coming in at .506. Has been around that 500 mark all summer. The 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Lefty on lefty pitching matchup, and breaking ball in there against Donovan. The 1-1. Missed high, 2-1. Again, Donovan a tough hitter to get to chase at the bad pitches. The 2-1. There's a swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 2-2. Again, Gaber had, was that 6 strikeouts against Wisconsin Rapids about 2 weeks ago. The 2-2. Going to be hit sharply foul. Pass first, and it remains 2-2. Beautiful night here in Stevens Point for the Rangers on their lineup card. If Donovan can get on, we'll mention it in a second. That one bounces away from Donovan. Danielson chases it down, and now Josh Zwicky. A 2-out walk. Went and got the lineup card from Coach Halber before the game. He came up pregame to write down a name that we didn't think he would have on the lineup the rest of the summer after what had happened to Cody Bradle. Wrote Cody's name on there. He's dressed and ready to go. And Cody having surgery 6 days ago on a broken nose. Got the braces out of there either earlier today or yesterday. The 1-0. Lift, drill to left field. Donovan will walk into second, and the Rangers with 2 base runners for Nathan Kromenacher. And now Kromenacher up. Again, they haven't been running for Josh Zwicky the last couple of games. Ethan Peters usually the guy to go out there and run. They're letting Zwicky run for himself. And he's doing it again. Nathan Kromenacher now with 2 on, 2 out, 394 on the year. Getting hot right at the end of the year was Nathan in their first strike. He has struggled against left-handed hitters or left-handed pitchers. Trying to turn that around here. Zwicky from first, Brandel from second. Gaber fires. A breaking ball in there. The outside corner, it's 0-2 to Nathan Kromenacher. J.D. Schultz getting the win for the Sixers against Marshfield. Rangers losing to Marshfield last night. Tyler Byer on the mound for 7 innings. The 0-2. Outside, didn't get it, missed, and it's 1-2. Garrett Huber on deck. Kromenacher trying to punch it in between that shortstop and third base gap. A lot of space over there. Missed outside, 2-2. Justin Morton, one of the better shortstops in the league, holds Donovan on for just a second. He's able to get over to his normal shortstop position pretty well. The 2-2. Fouls it back, staying alive, Nathan Kromenacher. Obviously you want to get a hit or get on any way you can, but rising that pitch count is always key in games like this. Donovan had 22 through the first inning. And the 2-2 coming back with 2 on. Going to be hit right up the middle, stabbed out of the air by Gaber, flips over to first. That will end the first inning. No runs on a hit, and the Rangers leave 2. We go to the second. It is 0-0.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
And now, the continuing adventures of Captain Collision.
Aha, the phone. Hello, Mankey's Automotive and Collision Center.
Hi, Captain Collision. I was backing out of the driveway and trying to text my friend and hit the snowbank thingy, and boom. Know what I mean?
Of course. Of course, Rob and the rest of the Mankey team can fix anything. They can give you a free estimate, free pickup and delivery, and a lifetime warranty on your repair work. Now let's get to work. Mankey's Automotive and Collision Repair, 25th Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids. We meet the nicest people by accident.
Top of the second inning we go. Jacob Danielson, Nate Helms, Reese Gaber here in the Sixers' second. As throw down to second base is complete. We saw on the Rangers side of things anyway, got 2 quick outs, able to come back, get a couple of base runners. Opposite for the Sixers. They got their first 2 on, and then Donovan Brandel able to cruise back through the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. And first one to Danielson is outside. Again, the big conversation after the 4-pitch walk to Franz. Donovan is able to settle down a little bit. That one's going to be fouled straight back, and it's 1-1. Caleb Kromenacher, Garrett Huber, and Jack Wenzel from left to right in the outfield for the Rangers. Tyler Byer, Jacob Whiffley, Gabe Zawicki, and Nathan Kromenacher from third to first. Bounce in there, and it's 2-1. Nate Helms on deck. Donovan comes set, shakes one off, and fires. Breaking ball in there, nicely done from Donovan Brandel. 2 left-handed pitchers going at it. The 2-2 inside, and the count runs full to Jacob Danielson. Rangers took 2 conference games from the Sixers. The Sixers taking a tournament game. Breaking ball, got him looking. Danielson down on strikes with a backwards K. Third strikeout for Donovan Brandel.
Nice pitch on that backdoor curveball. Kind of slipped in there, caught the outside corner for strike 3.
And we mentioned if Donovan's able to spot those pitches, he is going to be tough to hit. And got the call on that backdoor breaking ball. Missed to Helms on the first one. Now it's going to be lifted center field. Long run for long run for Gaber. And a 1-out single for Nate Helms. And now Reese Gaber, the pitcher. Right off the end of the bat for Nate Helms. He stands at first base with 1 out, and now the pitcher, Gaber. Lefty on lefty with Isaac Sikash on deck. First one in there for a strike. Gaber checked his swing just a bit. No balls and a strike. The 0-1. Just missed, low 1-1. We saw last night during that Marshfield, Wisconsin Rapids game, once the sun goes down and the sky is clear, the ball is always tough to see. So we'll see once the sun continues to set how tough it's going to be to see the ball.
Yeah, that period of dusk where it isn't quite dark, it isn't quite light, it's very hazy, and it is difficult sometimes to pick up the pitch, to pick up a fly ball in the outfield. So we're entering that period now.
Hit right back up the middle. Whiffley underneath the glove of Jacob Whiffley, and he's 6. Got to come up with those in a game like this. A tailor-made double play ball, and Whiffley had to go right underneath his glove. Rapids with 3 errors last night. Whiffley had 1. Wenzel had 2. And now 2 on and 1 out for Isaac Sikash, the number 9 hitter, with Zach Zimmerman on deck. Brandel fires. Right at the top of the zone, it's 0-1.
We talked last inning about managers not liking to see walks out of their pitchers. I think errors can go in that category, maybe times 2. It's just difficult to deal with errors.
The 0-1 outside, gets the call quickly. 0-2. You saw the frustration from Donovan Brandel. He knew he had a perfect pitch on that ground ball, hitting his glove in frustration. Now quickly ahead 0-2. We hit foul towards the Ranger dugout. Cord Halber making the play over in the doorway. Again, Cody Bradel, no Kleenex, no braces underneath that nose. Great to see. We'll see if the time comes when Cody might get in. The 0-2. Fastball lifted up and out of play. stays 0-2 to Isaac Seakosh, the third baseman. Came in that game against Plover yesterday after his teammate gave up 4 runs, came back and pitched 6 great innings. The 0-2. Breaking ball staying alive is Isaac Seakosh. Nicely done. 325 down the lines here. The home runs that have been hit haven't mattered all that much on how deep the fence is. Most of the home runs this weekend, and into this week have been no doubters. The 0-2. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking backwards. K. Strikeout number 4.
Nice pitch. I think Seakosh probably gave up on it a little bit early. It looked like it was going to be high, and then as it got to the plate, it dove down and in, and no chance to hit it at that point.
Now Zach Zimmerman, a walk. Left stranded at third. Choked up on the bat. First offering. In there. That was the one that
looked like the same pitch.
Yeah, that's the one Seakosh just struck out on.
It looked like a replay.
The 1-0 to Zimmerman. Bounced in there. Zawicki keeping it in front of him. Zimmerman's ahead 2-0 with Brady Franz on deck. One home run today so far. That was J.D. Schultz in the game against Marshfield. A solo home run. Home plate umpire looking at Josh Zawicki as, again, mentioned at every game. Josh gets dinged up more than most catchers do. His pitchers spike it into the ground a lot, trust him to be able to block him, and that time he got fouled off.
I'd like to know why the umpire went to the mound to say something to Donovan there. The pitcher seemed to be a little bit shaken up, and for some reason he went to the pitcher's mound.
Yeah, no. The 2-0. Hit over to Whiffley, plays on a hop, flips it over to second. That time he got it, and that will end the top of the second inning. We've played an inning and a half. We go to the bottom of the second. It is 0-0.
Welcome to the Zaleski Sports Show. I'm your host, Rachel.
Hey, welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski.
It's time for the Zaleski Sports Show 3 to C.
I'm in the house.
I'm in the house.
He's in the house. He's in the house.
Have a great week, everyone.
Go Sports! Baltus Convenience Stores says, go Blue Devils. Baltus Convenience Stores also says, did you get your car a little dirty this past weekend? Great! Go to Baltus today and experience express wash, touchless, and even detailed car wash services. Baltus will have your car back in shiny, clean condition in just a matter of minutes. After your car is washed up, go inside your Baltus store for refreshing drinks, satisfying snacks, and many other items for your trip home or your next road trip. Baltus Convenience Stores with locations in Stratford, Wisconsin Rapids, and Marshfield.
Bottom of the second inning we go. The Sixers have left 4 runners on so far tonight. Donovan Brandel getting the job done, working around an error. Second inning brought to you by Bullseye Sports. It's located at 1201 South Central Avenue in Marshfield, and it's your place for bows, arrows, guns, ammunition, hunting apparel, and much more. Bullseye Sports services what they sell and even what they don't. See the talented team at Bullseye Sports and schedule a time at the indoor archery range and video range that allows good beginner practice all the way up to league play. Bullseye Sports celebrating 20 years in business. First offering to Garrett Huber hits the outside corner for strike 1. Gaber 23 pitches through the first inning. Missed high to Huber, and it's 1-1. Garrett trying to break out of a little cold spell of his own. Now it's going to be popped up behind first base. Over on it is Helms. Backs up, and it's going to get by Helms. Nobody is standing at second, and Huber will reach second base on a 2-base error.
Great play by Huber there, not to give up on the play. It looked like it could have been caught, and some guys would be lulled to sleep by that and jogged to first. But he was going hard all the way, and when it did fall, he was off.
We'll see what they will give him a hit, respectively. Give him about 150-foot double for Garrett Huber. Yeah, and that might come into play with the sky. Also, the ball from a right-handed hitter drifting back towards the center of the field. So
yeah, and we just talked about it's getting to that point of evening where maybe it's a little bit hard to see. Maybe you lost track of it.
Now Tyler Byer with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. Nicely done by Garrett Huber. Last night, Garrett 0 for 4. The 0-1 to Byer. Swung on a miss behind the fastball. You see Perner was in on the grass at first, but don't really know how many sacrifice bunts Tyler Byers put down. The 0-2. Going to be lifted on the infield. Over on it is Perner. He's going to call off Helms for out number 1. Can't be happy with that if you're Coach Halber. He has preached it over and over and over this summer. Got to get those line drives and popping them up. Can't be happy. There's been back-to-back pop-ups for the Rangers. The first one was able to drop in. Now Jacob Whiffley, the shortstop. Going to be popped up again. Gaber will take it. And there's 2 away. And now Gabe Zawicki, the second baseman. Runner at second is Huber. Rangers getting underneath the pitches and popping them straight up in the air. Gaber comes set. Looks at his runner, nobody holding him on. Breaking ball missed outside, and it's 1-0. Caleb Kromenacher on deck. Sixers will have 2, 3, and 4 due up in the third inning. As thought of before, pitchers duel swung on and missed. We've only played we played an inning and a half plus, and pitchers have been performing wonderfully. The 1-1. Way outside. 2-1. J.D. Schultz, Brady Franz, Zach Zimmerman from left to right. Isaac Seacox, Justin Morton, Nate Helms, Isaac Perner from third to first, and Jacob Danielson catching Reese Gaber here tonight. The 2-1. Outside. No, gets the call, and it's 2-2. Right on the black. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. After a leadoff double. And the pitch. Missed high, and the count runs full. Caleb Kromenacher awaits on deck. The payoff. Going to be hit to right field. In on it is Zimmerman, and he dives and gets by Zimmerman. Coming in to score will be Huber. Going to second is Gabe Zawicki, and the Rangers are on the board.
That ball was dying pretty fast out there, and at that point, you've got to make a decision. Do you try for the sliding catch, or do you try for the one hop? And he decided to go for the sliding catch, and when he didn't make it, it rolled past him 30 feet or so.
Offering to Caleb outside, got the strike. Zach Zimmerman playing pretty shallow. He was against Zawicki. A long run, and the Rangers get on the board with 2 doubles here in the second inning. Going to be hit into the gap to left, and they will hold Zawicki at third, and Caleb Kromenacher stands at first base. And now Jack Wenzel. Jack, a ground out in the first. Rangers 1, Sixers nothing. Donovan Brandel stands on deck. A double from Huber, a couple of pop-outs, and a double from Zawicki and a single from Kromenacher. That has been the Rangers' second inning so far. Pitch to Wenzel down the right field line. Over on it is Zimmerman. Got all turned around, but makes the catch. And that will end the second inning. The Rangers get a run on 3 hits. They leave 2. We go to the top of the third. It's now Rangers 1, Sixers nothing.
Clemmy Sales in Stratford is your hometown Chevrolet dealer. You won't get any high-pressure sales tactics from us. We simply offer great deals on quality, brand-new Chevrolet vehicles. We also have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles and expertly staffed service departments for all your repair and maintenance needs. Small-town hospitality, just like your grandfather remembers. That's why people keep coming back, time and time again, for their next new vehicle. Experience small-town service like no one else can deliver at Clemmy Sales in Stratford.
At Stratford Building Supply, we do more than build quality homes. We also provide the area with a variety of building supplies for contractors and homeowners. Whether you're looking for a custom floor plan or home repair supplies, look no further than Stratford Building Supply. With 2 locations, we make it the convenient choice. Contact us in Park Falls or Stratford, 715-687-4125 and stratfordbuilding.com. Stratford Building Supply. We build anything, anywhere.
Top of the third inning we go. Brady Franz, Isaac Perner, Justin Morton. 2 up for the Sixers. Now Donovan Brandel working with a 1-0 lead. Brady Franz was walked on 4 pitches in that first inning. Was left stranded at second after a couple of strikeouts and a ground out. And now Brandel. Outside corner got the call. We saw it yesterday with Wisconsin Rapids and Ethan Peters after the Rangers were able to score in the third. Breaking ball, line to right center field, and a leadoff single for Brady Franz. Brandel left it hanging just a bit, and now the Sixers with their leadoff hitter on for Isaac Perner, who struck out swinging in the first. As we were mentioning, get a couple runs. Gets your pitcher some confidence. Franz, good speed over at first base. Squares to bunt. Offers at it. Misses. Strike 1. Tyler Byer in on the grass at third base.
If that was a sacrifice bunt attempt, he has to give himself up sooner than that. He has to square around, get the bat in position instead of lunging at the ball as it crosses the plate.
0-1. Popped up. First base side. Kromenacher into just into foul territory, and there's 1 away. Nice job by Nathan Kromenacher, and there's 1 away for Justin Morton, who struck out in the first.
You know, that's 3 balls now in the last inning that have been hit in the air toward right pretty high, and all 3 have drifted back toward center or second base. So I don't know if there's a little bit of wind up there that we don't see, but it's kind of odd.
Popped up and out of play. The flag out in center blowing just slightly, if you can even call it a slight breeze.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the treetops, and there's really no wind blowing, but that's 3 balls now. The bloop double that dropped in, and now that ball, and then the last out of last inning out to Zimmerman drifted back on him.
Missed high and out. Let's see what we got for a forecast. Again, it's can't ask for a much better night. Temperature's perfect. 1 and 2 now. I believe mid-70s. 72. 3-mile-an-hour wind. And as I say that, then the flag starts blowing a little harder. But like you said, don't know once it gets up there. Don't know where it's going to go. The 1-2. Going to be lifted foul and into the fencing, and Morton stays alive. Donovan Brandel, I believe, 43 pitches through 2 innings. Reese Gaber was at 39. Brandel comes set on the 1-2. Going to be hit over to Byer, diving, gets up, throws over to second, and in time! What a play by Tyler Byer! What a great play to get the force out at second.
That was a great play. I didn't think he had a shot at second base. I thought maybe he had a chance to get the runner at first, but he came up and threw to second. He was only about 75 feet from second base and threw a strike there, apparently just in time to get the out.
2 away now for J.D. Schultz. Brandel comes set. And the first offering. Swung on and missed. Again, Byer has a great arm over at third. And when he's able to make the plays, he doesn't get mistakes very often. First off, or the 0-1 bounces in there and it's 1-1. Jacob Danielson on deck. We play in the top of the third inning. 1-0 Rangers. Justin Morton leads from first. Swung on and missed. Bounced in there and it's 1-2. Brandel sets and fires. Going to be hit foul. 1-2. That's one good thing, or that's a thing that the Sixers have been very good at so far, fighting off a lot of pitches. The 1-2. Breaking ball fouled off Zwicky again, but staying alive is J.D. Schultz. Grounded out to Byer to end the first inning. A leadoff single from Franz. He was erased on the fielder's choice on the diving stop and throw by Tyler Byer. Brandel looks in, shakes 2 off. Morton leads the 1-2. Going to be hit over to Byer. That one hops off the lip of the grass and into left field, and a 2-strike, 2-out single for J.D. Schultz. Morton to second, Schultz to first, and now Jacob Danielson, the catcher.
Yeah, that pitch was just too much in the strike zone on a 2-strike pitch. You've got some room to play with the batter a little bit there, and I think he'd like to have that pitch back.
Danielson a backwards K in the second. And that one gets away from Zwicky, and a wild pitch. Runners advance, move up a base. And now there's 2 in scoring position. And that one just got by Josh Zwicky. The 1-0. Fires back. Right at the top of the zone, and it's 1-1. Schultz leads from second, Morton from third. Bounced in there, nice job by Zwicky, and he comes up bent over at home again.
Zwicky's going to need a massage or a sauna or something tomorrow. He's getting beat up behind the plate tonight.
Yeah, usually takes about halfway through the game for him to get this dinged up this many times. We're only in the top of the third inning, and he's
he's absolutely taken a beating so far.
Home plate umpire just waiting for Josh to come up, and Jacob Danielson, the hitter, probably feeling what Zwicky is feeling, the catcher for the Sixers at the plate. 2-1 to Danielson. Brandel fires. And it hits him. Hits him right in the back. And now the bases are loaded for Nate Helms. That one got away from Brandel. And now the bases are loaded for Helms. He singled, was left stranded in the second. Nate Helms, a big opportunity.
Brandel having a little trouble here hitting his spots. That one obviously way off the plate. The 2-strike hit that he gave up had way too much of the plate, so he's going to command his pitches a little better.
First offering. Helms misses out. The first offering to Helms misses outside. It's 1-0. Reese Gaber on deck. A single for Helms in the second. Brandel has thrown a lot of pitches. The 1-0. And they aren't going to ask, and he said he went around, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the 3rd inning. Brandel comes set, bases loaded, full of Sixers, and fires. Outside, can't quite get in, it's 2-1.
Who did the plate appeal that to?
Himself.
Oh, I thought he was pointing out to the umpire in front of second base. I thought, what are you doing?
2-1. Swings and misses.
Okay, so it wasn't an appeal. He just called it that he went around.
Pointing at the batter. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Top of the 3rd inning. Brandel comes set, looks at his runners. Fires home. Popped up and out of play. And the count remains 2-2. And 3 umpires here for Championship Tuesday. Had 3 in the first game, the same 3. And the 2-2 coming back. Swung on and miss. Zwicky steps on home plate, and that will do it for the Sixers in the 3rd. No runs on 2 hits, and the Sixers leave 3. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It is 1-0 Rapids.
Wausau Homes Marshfield makes custom-built homes. As a quality home builder, Wausau Homes Marshfield can build any design you bring in, or you can choose from more than 150 customizable designs in any budget. Our stress-free home building process guarantees a firm price at signing, an exact move-in date, and endless options to design your perfect home, all within as little as 3 months. Visit Wausau Homes Marshfield on South Central Avenue and Wausau Homes Marshfield on Facebook.
Bottom of the 3rd inning we go. The Rangers lead 1-0. Donovan Brandel will lead things off. 3rd inning brought to you by the Rivers Tavern and Restaurant in Marshfield. It's open 7 days a week. The Rivers has a full menu of appetizers, entrees, salads, burgers, sandwiches, and desserts for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The Rivers also offers you a large selection of wine, beer, and signature cocktails. The Rivers Tavern and Holiday Inn is ready for you in downtown Marshfield and at theriverstavern.com. Brandel, Zwicky, and Nathan Kromenacher here in the Rangers' 3rd inning. Talking about it between innings, the Sixers have had base runners. They've left 7 runners on base already through the first 3 innings.
Yeah, at some point each team has to capitalize a little bit on the runners they're putting out there. Wisconsin Rapids has 4 hits, so they've had base runners, only 1 run thus far. Stevens Point left the bases loaded there in the top of the 3rd, so they've had opportunities with 7 base runners, and if you're going to win this game, you got to start to take advantage of those opportunities.
First offering to Donovan is high and up, 1-0. Brandel at 68 pitches through 3 innings. The 1-0. 1-0 hits the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Rangers should have Caleb Kromenacher ready. Nathan Kromenacher ready. That one's going to be hit up and out of play. And you never know. Might bring the dark horse in, and don't know if the doctor would approve, but maybe bring in Cody Brady.
Well, it's win or go home in this game. So you pull out all the stops. It's all hands on deck, and whoever's available, whoever has innings available to pitch is going to be ready to pitch in this game.
Ethan Peters getting the win yesterday against Plover. Tyler Byer pitched last night. That one's going to be grounded right back to Gaber. Flips it over to Perner for out number 1, and there's 1 away.
So even if it's to 1 batter or 2 batters, there's any number of guys on both sides of the field here who are going to be ready to come in and pitch at any given notice.
Now Josh Zwicky, he singled in the first after a walk from Brandel. Zwicky at the plate. Hits the outside corner, it's 0-1. Nathan Kromenacher on deck. Rangers lead 1-0, playing the bottom of the 3rd inning. RBI double from Gabe Zwicky. That one's going to be hit to second. Jumping catch from Nate Helms, and there are 2 away. Nice play by Nate at second in shallow right field. And now Nathan Kromenacher, who grounded out to Gaber in the first. Gaber came into this inning with just 39 pitches. Can't imagine he's got more than 45 or 50. Missed outside. Had 5 or so to Brandel, 2 to Zwicky. So if he gets out of here with no blemishes, he could be riding high with maybe less than 50 pitches. Again, the Legion number at 105. Hits the outside corner, 2-1 to Nathan Kromenacher, the first baseman for the Rangers. Gaber comes set, fires home. Missed inside, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Garrett Huber on deck. Gaber fires home. Outside, Kromenacher walks on 5 pitches. And now Garrett Huber, who had an oopsie double in the second inning. And now Garrett Huber doubled and scored in the second. Gaber. Now it's going to be popped up on the infield. Helms will settle under, make the call, make the catch, and that will end the third inning. We go to the top of the fourth with no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on. It is still 1-0 Wisconsin Rapids. Taking a look at the Rangers faithful down the just right of us here, cheering on the Wisconsin Rapids post-9 Rangers, who come into this one 24-8. Stevens Point Sixers at 21-9. And pitcher Reese Gaber to lead things off, Isaac Seakosh and Zach Zimmerman here in the Sixers' 4th inning.
Both fan bases kind of looking for something to ignite them a little bit here. It's been despite some traffic on the base paths, it's been kind of a quiet game so far.
First one to Gaber, missed outside. Reese reached on an error in the second. Way high and away. That's pitch number 70 for Donovan Brandel.
And, he just doesn't look locked in out there. He doesn't look smooth at all. It looks like a struggle for him at this point.
The 2-0. Just missed outside, 3-0, and maybe the poor plate appearance in the bottom half of the third inning getting into his head a little bit. He works fast, though, and as soon as you say that, he chucks one right down the middle. A pitcher not to get in his own head, so he walked the first 2 hitters of the game and got out of that, the 3-1. Foul straight back, and the count runs full to Reese Gaber. Isaac Seakosh on deck. Brandel sets, fires. Breaking ball in there. What a pitch, what a comeback. And the at-bat from Donovan Brandel, and another strikeout for Donovan.
That was a heck of a pitch. That was certainly within his comfort zone there. Perfect pitch. The curveball. And I thought he started that at-bat out by really overthrowing a little bit. It looked like he was just trying to do a little too much with the first 2 or 3 pitches that he threw.
Now Isaac Sikash struck out in the second. Now it's going to be lifted right field. Over on it is Wenzel. He'll make the call, make the catch, and quickly 2 away here in the Sixers' 4th inning. 6 strikeouts for Donovan so far. Had 2 in the second, 2 in the first, 1 in the third, and now here 1 in the fourth. And now back to the top of the order is Zach Zimmerman. First one missed high and out. He grounded out to end the second, which erased Gaber. That one missed high at the breaking ball. 2-0. Brady Franz on deck. Trying to get an opportunity with good speed on the base pass. If Zimmerman can get on, and he's ahead 3-0, and much like that at bat to Gaber, overthrown it seems.
Yeah, he's just having trouble settling in tonight. As you've mentioned, he's thrown a lot of pitches, and he just seems to kind of drift a little bit. He'll throw some nice pitches, and then he struggles.
The 3-1. Right at the bottom of the zone, a count runs full, and much like the aforementioned Reese Gaber at bat, Donovan has come all the way back to run it full, and the payoff. Now it's going to be grounded to Brandel, snipes it out of the air, flips it over to Kromenacher at first, and a nice, quick, efficient inning for Donovan Brandel. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the fourth, still 1-0 Rangers.
Wausau Homes Marshfield makes custom-built homes. As a quality home builder, Wausau Homes Marshfield can build any design you bring in, or you can choose from more than 150 customizable designs in any budget. Our stress-free home building process guarantees a firm price at signing, an exact move-in date, and endless options to design your perfect home, all within as little as 3 months. Visit Wausau Homes Marshfield on South Central Avenue and Wausau Homes Marshfield on Facebook. Grassland Dairy Products in Greenwood has been in the butter churning business for over 300 years. Since 1893, when the original Wietrich family immigrated to Wisconsin from the Swiss Alps, to present-day fourth-generation owners, Grassland Dairy Products has perfected the butter-making process. Grassland Dairy offers an assortment of butter products and dairy ingredients. Whether for industrial use or your own kitchen table, you can trust that Grassland Dairy Products will produce quality butter that everyone will enjoy. GrasslandDairy.com.
Are you looking for a daycare close to Armandale? Little Sprouts Learning Garden Daycare, located at Sprouts, conveniently open from 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Little Sprouts Learning Garden in Armandale is your family-friendly daycare.
Back to Buchholz Park. Tyler Byer, Jacob Whiffley, and Gabe Zawicki for the Rangers in the fourth. Reese Gaber back out there with just 52 pitches. Donovan Brandel at 81. As there is a little action that is Caleb Kromenacher warming up. Now it's going to be popped up out of play. Look out in the stands. And it hits right in front of Nate Helms' dad, and it's 1-1. That time I don't think it hit any trees, but once it gets into those trees, you never know what's going to happen. Checked his swing, and it's 2-1. They're going to ask. It did not. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tyler Byer popped out to Perner in the second inning. Paints the black again, and it's 2-2. Jacob Whiffley on deck, then Gabe Zawicki. That's going to be lifted up and out of play. There's quite a pretty cool scene beyond center field. The plane flying in. And it's 2-2 to Tyler Byer. Way high and out, and it's 3-2. Seems like a pretty big plane to come into the Central Wisconsin Airport up here. You never know. And the payoff. Going to be grounded over to Gaber on the mound. Steps, throws, out number 1. Had a handful of those 1-3 putouts on both sides. Now Jacob Whiffley, who popped out to Gaber in the second, as It was about right on that cutoff in front of home plate between the grass and the dirt. Now it's going to be drilled right back up the middle. That time Jacob gets on. And a one-out single for Whitfley with Gabe Zwicky on coming up. And they got to get Caleb out of the bullpen. He's on deck. Hustling down the fence line to get a helmet and get up to bat. And now Gabe Zwicky, the second baseman, RBI double in the second. Looks at strike one.
Gaber has been pretty efficient with his pitches tonight. He's been around the strike zone a lot. Wisconsin Rapids hasn't really barreled him up a whole lot. That last single was hit very hard, but generally he's pitched to a little softer contact.
Yeah, he's got a lot of pop-ups. A couple of hits that the Rangers have 5, but a couple of those were bloops. That one's going to be hit over to Gaber. To short and across, and he's off the base. And he is off the base at first. And Zwicky will be safe at first. And Whitfley is erased at second for out number 2.
Yeah, that was an easy call at first base. He clearly was 6 to 8 inches off the bag. The throw a little bit wide toward the home plate side and pulled him off. But they got the lead runner, and that's the important thing.
Zwicky at first on the fielder's choice. Now Caleb Kromenacher missed away. Caleb 1 for 2 today, a single in the second, and a ground out in the first. Gaber comes set. There goes the runner down to second. Nobody covering second base, and the ball gets into center field. A stolen base for Gabe Zwicky.
That's got to be a miscommunication on the Stevens Point defense. Somebody should have been covering that bag. I assume the shortstop, Morton, would be his responsibility with the left-handed hitter up, but both he and Helms stood there and nobody covered the bag.
And Danielson did exactly what he was supposed to do, throw it right at second base. As a catcher, that's all you can do. You don't throw it to the position player, you throw it to the base and wait for your defense to get there. And unlucky for Danielson, nobody was there. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A runner at second and 2 outs. That's Zwicky at second. Gaber comes set. Looks. Nobody holding him on. Fires. Going to be lifted right left field line and drifts foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Zwicky at second, 1-0 Rangers, bottom of the 4th. Jack Wenzel on deck. Gaber fires. Breaking ball staying alive. Caleb Kromenacher, nicely done. Gets a round of applause from Coach Halber in the third base coach's box. Gaber comes set. Fires home. Popped up, foul territory, third base side. Over on it is Sikash. Tried to make the catch over the fence, and it falls out of play. Saw a play like that from Isaac Perner in the Marshfield point game. The Marshfield players were standing up on the benches in their dugout. Perner reached over the fence and made the unbelievable play.
Yeah, that was a spectacular catch in that game.
Gaber comes set back on the 2-2. High and in. Kromenacher runs it full. And again, much like that play from Perner, I didn't believe Sikash had a chance, and he almost came up with that. And the payoff. Going to be hit right to Gaber off of his glove. Gaber sets, fires. He's going to off the glove of Perner. Coming in to score, Gabe Zwicky, and the Rangers take a 2-0 lead. It bounced right out of Gaber's glove. A line shot right back at him. They got to make sure he's all right. He almost recovered and got the out, but rounding first and going to second is Kromenacher. 2-0 Wisconsin Rapids.
That was an absolute smash. Gaber, very fortunate he got the glove on it, stopped it. The ball rolled just in front of him, and he probably had a little bit more time on the throw to first than he thought, but in that moment when you are shocked a little bit by that ball coming back at you so hard, it's sometimes difficult to compose yourself and make that good throw to first, and I think that's what happened there. He rushed the throw to first and threw it in the dirt.
Give Kromenacher a single and then an error on the throw to first, allowing Gabe Zawicki to come in and score. Kromenacher leads from second, 2-0 Rapids. Jack Wenzel now up. High and out, 1-0. Haven't changed it up on the board. Yeah, error there. Should give him a hit. Maybe not. And the 1-0 to Wenzel. Outside, didn't paint the black that time, and it's 2-0. That's a tough error to give Reese Gaber on the catch, if they gave it on the catch and not the throw. On the 2-0. Popped right center field. Over on it is Franz and Zimmerman, and Franz has it. I don't know. I didn't think anybody was going for the ball, and that will do it for the Rangers in the fourth inning. A run on 2 hits and an error, and after 4 complete, it is 2-0 Wisconsin Rapids.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Top of the 5th inning we go. Rangers tack one on in the bottom of the 4th. Brady Franz to lead things off. 0 for 1 officially, a walk and a single. And was erased on a diving stop from Tyler Byer in the 3rd. Donovan Brandel out there at 81 pitches. First offering to Franz. Going to be knuckled over to Brandel. Wicked spin off the bat, and a 1-3 putout. You saw it on the grounder to Brandel on the mound. He fielded it cleanly, but the spin in his glove, it kind of snow-coned up to the top of his mitt and made the strike throw over to first. 1 away for Isaac Perner. Breaking ball that didn't break, and it's 1-0. Perner, strikeout and a pop-out.
This is a big inning for Brandel. He has struggled a little bit throughout the game, and if he can get through this inning without too much difficulty, Wisconsin Rapids can start to think about the bullpen for the 6th and 7th innings.
The 2-0 to Perner in their first strike, 2-1.
Because Brandel's pitch count is getting up there. He must be getting pretty close to 100 pitches by now.
He was at 81 to start the inning. 2-1, swung on a miss, and for him, a lucky first pitch swing from Franz, and now at 86. So 5 pitches in this inning. The 2-2.
Oh, yeah. This could very well be his final inning.
Yep. Justin Morton on deck. Brandel on the mound. Count evened at 2-2. Shakes one off, shakes the second one off, and time called by Perner. Again, we saw Tyler Byer do it a couple times last night. Don't see it often with a pitcher, or with a pitcher throwing to Josh Zawicki that shakes off many pitches. That was going to be fouled back. Ethan Peters retrieves that one for the Rangers. The winner in the game against Plover yesterday was Ethan. The 2-2. And he checked his swing, and it rolls to the fence, and the count runs full.
I think I might have appealed that if I was Wisconsin Rapids after Zwicky came back to the fence and picked up the ball.
Yeah.
I think I might have appealed.
And the payoff. Just missed high and in, and a walk for Perner. Third walk of the night for Donovan Brandel, his first since the first. Talk about appealing on a check swing. Saw that again in the Marshfield Rapids game last night. Donovan Brandel stole third, and then they came back and asked for an appeal and struck out Josh Zwicky. And a strike to Justin Morton. Playing the top of the fifth inning. One away. 2-0 Wisconsin Rapids. Brandel fires. Breaking ball missed inside. It's 1-1. Brandel looks at Perner. Not a large lead. Fires. Bounced in there. 2-1. This point lineup too smart, especially Justin Morton, to chase after a ball like that. Brandel tried to get him to chase. And the 2-1. Just missed low, and it's 3-1 with J.D. Schultz on deck. Brandel sets over to first.
Not a big lead, and there haven't been many steal attempts. I think just the one steal so far by Wisconsin Rapids, and with two left-handers on the mound, it's difficult to get a lead big enough to steal.
The 3-1. Nice breaking ball again, and count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. J.D. Schultz on deck. And the payoff. Swung on and missed. Down goes Morton. And there's 2 away. Strikeout number 7 for Donovan Brandel. Back to the breaking stuff and got Morton to swing over the top of it. Now J.D. Schultz, a ground out and a single. Brandel takes a deep breath. Looks at Perner. Now the pitch to Schultz. Inside corner gets the call, and it's 0-1. Jacob Danielson on deck. Agrees, does Brandel. And fires home. Swung on, a missed on that outside corner, and it's 0-2. Perner leads from first. Brandel trying to get out of the fifth. And the 0-2 pauses and fires, pops up into the netting. Taking a play out of
I'm surprised he wasn't called for a balk there. I thought he stopped his motion. I thought he hung his leg there for just a split second. Got away with it.
Was that pitching yesterday? Brett Ayer does the same thing for the Plover Black Sox. The 0-2 missed high. Saw Brett a couple times pitch for Plover and doesn't pause like Donnie did. The 1-2, firing home. Going to be lifted left center field. Out on it is Whiffley. Can't make the catch. And another 2-strike, 2-out single for J.D. Schultz.
So if you're Coach Halpern here, do you stay with Brandel? What do you think he's thinking down there?
Jeez Louise. Yeah, I would, just knowing the Brandel has gotten out of situations like this tonight already, and pitch count creeping up probably now close to 100. First offering. Strike to Danielson, excuse me. Strikeout looking and a hit by pitch.
I'm wondering if he's giving him one more opportunity here to get this batter, get out of the inning.
The 0-1. Going to be grounded foul, and Brandel ahead quickly 0-2.
Because if he doesn't get this batter, the bases are going to be at least loaded or possibly a run in on a base hit. So it's a big hitter for Brandel.
No balls, 2 strikes. Donnie comes set, fires. Fouled back. Danielson fighting it off. Josh Sawicki goes high up on those 0-2 pitches. Trying to get him to chase, and that time Danielson able to stay alive. Donnie shakes a couple off, and time called by Danielson. Rangers lead 2-0, top of the 5th inning. The championship game here in the Stevens Point Regional. And the 0-2. Lifted up and foul. Brewers a heartbreaking loss last night. They are trailing right now in the top of the 5th inning, 8-0 to the Reds. Lost Brandon Woodruff to 6 weeks with a left oblique injury. The 0-2 from Brandel again. Going to be grounded over to Whiffley. Plays on the hop, flips over to second, and in time, and that will do it for the Sixers in the 5th inning. No runs, 1 hit, and they leave 2 more. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is 2-0 Wisconsin Rapids.
V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and Central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Bottom of the 5th inning we go. Donovan Brandel up to bat, and he will be done on the mound. He goes 106 pitches. We'll give you the final stat line when the Rangers come up defensively in the 6th inning. Brandel to lead things off, a walk and a ground out. A magnificent outing for Donovan Brandel. Early stuff didn't have it, but able to work out of a lot of jams. Left 9 runners on.
He had a very gritty performance today. He clearly didn't have his best stuff. He clearly didn't have great command of his pitches, yet he's tossed a shutout.
Bounced in there 2-0.
And he always seemed to have the pitches to get outs in a tough situation, leave runners stranded.
2-0, missed inside, 3-0. Gaber came into this inning 75 pitches. No action in the Sixers bullpen, the 3-0. In there for a strike. So don't want to make any assumptions, but defensive changes for Rapids. 3-1. Foul straight back. Count runs full. My guess anyway, Nathan Kromenacher will go to right field. Jack Wenzel from right to left, and Donovan will go to first base with Caleb Kromenacher throwing the last 2 innings. Payoff. Popped up and out of play. Look out. And got stuck in the tree, and it slowly pops out of there. Reese Gaber hasn't thrown awful. He's given up, gave up 2 doubles in that 2nd inning. Going to be grounded over to short. That's Morton, a slow roller across, bare hand, not in time. Infield single for Donovan Brandel.
You know, you could see that ball just dying in the infield grass. It didn't even get to the dirt. It was hit pretty hard off the bat, but he got into the grass and just rolled slower and slower and slower, and no chance to get him at first.
Now Josh Zwicky, 1 for 2 today. Single in the first and a pop out in the third. Brandel leads from first. Misses in. 1-0. Nathan Kromenacher on deck. Gaber fires. Misses low in the dirt. 2-0. Kromenacher, then Huber. We play in the bottom of the 5th inning. Rangers winning the coin flip at the beginning of this game as the home team. 2-0. Outside, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes to Josh Zwicky, the Rangers catcher. Gaber comes set and fires. Outside corner, got it. 3 balls and a strike. J.D. Schultz takes a couple steps back in the left. 3-1. Outside. And on 5 pitches, the Rangers have 2 aboard with nobody out for Nathan Kromenacher. Garrett Huber on deck. Nathan Kromenacher up now. Isaac Seakosh at third. Justin Morton at short. Nate Helms at second. Isaac Perner in on the grass at first. Gaber fires. Squares the bunt, gets it down, but fouled back, and it's 0-1. Mentioned it yesterday with the Rangers falling to Marshfield. The Kromenachers, as much as they want to sacrifice bunt over, they are looking for bunt hits. It's great speed, Nathan and Caleb, and that time bunted it back. And that time bunts it right down the third base line, over to third, and he's going to be out. He didn't slide at third base. Donovan Brandel gets out at third. They pick off the lead runner, and there's 1 away.
Yeah, you've got to slide there. You go into third base standing up there, and you've got to slow down so you don't run past the bag. If you slide, you're going in there full speed, and he probably would have been safe had he slid.
Now runners remain at first and second for Garrett Huber. 1 for 2 today. Missed high, 1-0. A double in the second, a run scored in the second, and a pop out in the third. Zwicky at second, Nathan Kromenacher at first. And that one gets by Zwicky. That one's going to be close at third. The throw, he's going to be safe at third base. Got underneath the tag. And runners advance to second and third with 1 out. Close play. Zwicky didn't read it as it scooted right through the legs of Jacob Danielson. Got a late jump and was able to make it to third. Now Garrett Huber ahead 2-0. 3-0 now.
That makes up for the missed sacrifice bunt attempt because now you do have runners on second and third with 1 out.
Gaber behind 3-0. Fires. Missed high. And Garrett Huber walks down to first base. Base is loaded. Second walk of the inning. And now a conversation on the mound for Reese Gaber, who came into this inning 75 pitches, gave up a leadoff single to Donovan Brandel, a walk to Zwicky, fielder's choice to Nathan Kromenacher on the bunt that got Brandel out at third, and a wild pitch allowing Zwicky to third. And Reese Gaber's day will be done. We'll have the pitching change for you when we come back. Looks like Brady Franz, and we'll confirm that it's 2-0 Wisconsin Rapids.
And now the continuing adventures of Captain Collision.
Aha, the phone. Hello, Mankey's Automotive and Collision Center.
Hi, Captain Collision. I was backing out of the driveway and trying to text my friend and hit the snowbank thingy, and boom. Know what I mean?
Of course. Of course, Rob and the rest of the Mankey team can fix anything. They can give you a free estimate, free pickup and delivery, and a lifetime warranty on your repair work. Now let's get to work. Mankey's Automotive and Collision Repair, 25th Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids. We meet the nicest people by accident.
Welcome to the Zaleski Sports Show. I'm your host, Rachel.
Hey, welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski.
It's time for the Zaleski Sports Show 3 to C.
I'm in the house. I'm in the house.
He's in the house. He's in the house.
Have a great week, everyone.
Go Sports! Baltus Convenience Stores says, go Blue Devils! Baltus Convenience Stores also says, did you get your car a little dirty this past weekend? Great! Go to Baltus today and experience express wash, touchless, and even detailed car wash services. Baltus will have your car back in shiny, clean condition in just a matter of minutes. After your car is washed up, go inside your Baltus store for refreshing drinks, satisfying snacks, and many other items for your trip home or your next road trip. Baltus Convenience Stores with locations in Stratford, Wisconsin Rapids, and Marshfield.
Brady Franz, the new pitcher for Stevens Point. Tyler Byer up now, bases loaded, one out. The first pitch in there from Franz is a strike. He came in through a couple innings against Marshfield. Was throwing heat, the 0-1. Missed high, 1-1.
Yeah, in that Marshfield game, he came in and he threw pretty much fastballs. He had good speed, and I suspect he's going to rely on that here in this situation.
The 1-1 from Franz. Going to be a hit foul, and it's 1-2. Jacob Whiffley on deck. Tyler Byer at the plate right now. Josh Sawicki at third. Nathan Kromenacher at second. Garrett Huber at first. See if the bottom of this Ranger lineup can come through big for Coach Halber. Byer steps into the batter's box on the 1-2. Missed high. What a snag by Danielson. Helmet comes flying off. Wouldn't have expected Zwicky to try home anyway, because if it would have hit that back fence, it probably would have ricocheted right back to Danielson. The 2-2. Going to be popped up and out of play. That goes and shows you the reaction that these catchers have. 60 feet 6 inches with the ball that's coming in that fast. Nicely done by Danielson. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tyler Byer. Fires. Breaking ball missed high. Count runs full. 0 for 2 tonight for Tyler. Good speed on the base paths for the Rangers. Zwicky at third. Great speed at second for Kromenacher. The 3-2 popped up right behind us here, and it remains 3-2. Tyler Byer, third baseman for the Rangers. Franz trying to get back at him after that diving play he had. Swung on a miss at a high fastball. Swung through ball 4. Strikeout number 1 for Franz, and the first strikeout of the night for the Rangers offensively. Chased a high fastball.
Yeah, he wanted that back as soon as he swung. He knew it.
First pitch to Whiffley outside. Pop out to the pitcher and a single for Jake tonight. Franz fires home. Wanted that one. They're going to ask. Oh, they're going to say he went around on the check swing. Home plate umpire didn't ask for help that time either.
That's 2 check swings in this game. I think 1 on each team. That was pretty sketchy.
1-1 popped up behind third base. Seakosh back on it. He's going to make the call and make the catch. That will end the 5th inning for the Rangers. No runs on a hit. They leave 3. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Pitching change for the Rangers. They lead 2-0.
Clemmy Sales in Stratford is your hometown Chevrolet dealer. You won't get any high-pressure sales tactics from us. We simply offer great deals on quality, brand-new Chevrolet vehicles. We also have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles and expertly staffed service departments for all your repair and maintenance needs. Small-town hospitality, just like your grandfather remembers. That's why people keep coming back, time and time again, for their next new vehicle. Experience small-town service like no one else can deliver at Clemmy Sales in Stratford.
At Stratford Building Supply, we do more than build quality homes. We also provide the area with a variety of building supplies for contractors and homeowners. Whether you're looking for a custom floor plan or home repair supplies, look no further than Stratford Building Supply. With 2 locations, we make it the convenient choice. Contact us in Park Falls or Stratford, 715-687-4125 and stratfordbuilding.com. Stratford Building Supply. We build anything, anywhere. Wausau Homes Marshfield makes custom-built homes. As a quality home builder, Wausau Homes Marshfield can build any design you bring in, or you can choose from more than 150 customizable designs in any budget. Our stress-free home building process guarantees a firm price at signing, an exact move-in date, and endless options to design your perfect home, all within as little as 3 months. Visit Wausau Homes Marshfield on South Central Avenue and Wausau Homes Marshfield on Facebook.
Yeah, perfect. Top of the 6th inning we go. Rangers lead 2-0. Caleb Kromenacher out there. And the 6th inning brought to you by Kerry Van Aert, State Farm Agent. Today's Kerry Van Aert, State Farm Agency play of the game. That goes to Tyler Byer in the 3rd inning. A diving stop at third base, getting the lead runner Brady Franz out at second. The Rangers have shut out the Sixers so far. First pitch to Nate Helms is in there for a strike. Give yourself a play of the game by calling Kerry Van Aert, State Farm Agents, at 715-424-4181 and get a great quote for a life, home, and auto coverage. Join Kerry and her all-star team with a phone call or visit them on Facebook at Kerry Van Aert, State Farm. The 1-1 fouled right field line, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Donovan Brandel goes 5 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. The 1-2. Line to Brandel, over to right. Throw it to first, and not going to get him in time. A leadoff single for Nate Helms. Close play. And that's one that Donovan's got to give up early and let Nate get it. And Brandel get to first base, find first. And now Reese Gaber, an error and a strikeout today. Reese in the line for the loss today. First offering from Caleb, popped up, foul, and it's 0-1. Isaac Sikosh on deck. We play in the top of the 6th inning. Championship game, Rangers and Sixers. The 0-1. Missed just low, 1-1. So defensive changes, Jack Wenzel to left, Nathan Kromenacher to right. Donovan Brandel goes from the mound to first. And as mentioned, Caleb Kromenacher from left to the mound. That's going to be lifted up and out of play, and it's 1-2. Little action for the Sixers in their bullpen. Maybe Zach Zimmerman. Can't quite see the number down there. The 1-2. Missed high, 2-2. Inside court, got him looking. Strikeout number 1 for Caleb Kromenacher. And Gaber goes down for the 2nd time via the strikeout. And now Isaac Sikosh. A strikeout and a flyout today. Just past the 9 o'clock hour here in central Wisconsin. You're watching regional championship game here in Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, and the Stevens Point Sixers. First one to Sikosh misses outside, and it's 1-0. Wherever you are watching, thank you for tuning in. Rangers with 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th. They lead 2-0. Now it's going to be hit. Center field, Huber on it. And makes the catch. 2 away. Nicely done by Garrett Huber. And now back to the top of the order in Zach Zimmerman. Zimmerman, a walk. Ground out to end the 2nd, and a ground out to end the 4th inning. Brady Franz on deck. Donovan Brandel threw a gem tonight. on the mound for the Rangers. Swung on and missed at the fastball. Way behind was Zimmerman. Rangers will have a 9-1-2 due up in their 6th. That one's going to be grounded over to second. That's Gabe Sawicki to first, and in time, and the Rangers get out of a leadoff single, and the Sixers go down with 1 runner left on. No runs, 1 hit, one left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 2-0 Rapids.
Wausau Homes Marshfield makes custom-built homes. As a quality home builder, Wausau Homes Marshfield can build any design you bring in, or you can choose from more than 150 customizable designs in any budget. Our stress-free home building process guarantees a firm price at signing, an exact move-in date, and endless options to design your perfect home, all within as little as 3 months. Visit Wausau Homes Marshfield on South Central Avenue and Wausau Homes Marshfield on Facebook.
At Stratford Building Supply, we do more than build quality homes. We also provide the area with a variety of building supplies for contractors and homeowners. Whether you're looking for a custom floor plan or home repair supplies, look no further than Stratford Building Supply. With 2 locations, we make it the convenient choice. Contact us in Park Falls or Stratford, 715-687-4125 and stratfordbuilding.com. Stratford Building Supply. We build anything, anywhere.
Gabe Sawicki flies out on the first pitch from Isaac Perner to Reese Gaber in right field in foul territory. And there's 1 away. Back to the top of the order for the Rangers, Caleb Kromenacher and then Jack Wenzel. New defensive alignment for the Sixers. Zach Zimmerman in left, Brady Franz back out in center, Reese Gaber in right. First pitch to Caleb is a strike. Isaac Seakosh still over at third. Justin Morton at short. Nate Helms at second. J.D. Schultz, the new first baseman. Outside corner gets the call, and it's 0-2. Sixers have 2, 3, and 4 due up in their 7th inning. Perner comes set on the 0-2. Way high and out, and it's 1-2. Perner with the ball behind his back. Gets a sign on the 1-2. Breaking ball in there for strike 3. Caleb goes down looking, and there's 2 away just like that for Jack Wenzel. Brady Franz goes 2/3 of an inning in his relief appearance. Left the bases loaded. Great job by Brady Franz in his 2/3 of an inning. Perner to Wenzel now. Going to be lifted left field, in on it, and making the catch is Zimmerman on his shoestrings, and that will do it in the bottom of the 6th inning. What a great 6th inning for Isaac Perner. We go to the top of the 7th, last chance for the Sixers. Wisconsin Rapids 2 and Stevens Point 0.
Clemmy Sales in Stratford is your hometown of a great selection of pre-owned vehicles, and that's why people keep coming back. Time and
Baltus Convenience Stores says, go Blue Devils. Baltus Convenience Stores also says, did you get your car a little dirty this past in just a matter of minutes? After your car, go in Stratford, Wisconsin Rapids.
MVP, young gentleman that will get that The 0-1 to Franz. Breaking ball missed high and out 1-1. 1-2. Kromenacher ahead in the count. Fires. Lifted. Shortstop. Whiffley takes a couple of steps back, and there is one away. Now Isaac Perner, a strikeout, pop out, and a walk. Kromenacher comes set, fires. Outside, gets the call, 0-1 now. Caleb fires. Going to be popped, shallow infield. Whiffley can't come up with it, and an infield single for Isaac Perner. And now Justin Morton, a pair of strikeouts today and a fielder's choice. Give him an infield single. And there's one away with one on for Justin Morton. Pitch. And now J.D. Schultz as Court Halber goes out and talks to Caleb Kromenacher. J.D. Schultz and Jacob Danielson if the inning continues. 2 on, 1 out. Have to go out there and calm Caleb down a little bit. Out and a pair of singles. I'll put umpire out to break up the conference on the mound. Perner at first, Perner at second, Morton at first, J.D. Schultz up there. Kromenacher just needs to Halber in the whole infield. Up and out of play, and it's 0-1. J.D. has been a sore in the Rangers side this year. Had 3 hits in their loss just a couple of weeks ago at Witter. The 0-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike 2. 0-2 now to J.D. Schultz with Jacob Danielson on deck. Kromenacher comes set and fires. Breaking ball hit over to Whiffley. Turns it over to Zawicki for out number 1. It gets by Zawicki. The throw into right field. And the Sixers get on the board. Another ace down to third. And now there's a runner at first and third with 1 out. The tying run at third base, the go-ahead run at first for Jacob Danielson, who has struck out, hit by a pitch, and grounded out to end the 5th inning. First offering. Hit, line, foul, look out. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to Jacob Danielson. Rangers lead 2-1. Whiffley's got to shake that off. The 0-1 from Kromenacher. There goes the runner outside. Didn't get the call. J.D. Schultz heads down to second. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nate Helms on deck. The go-ahead run stands at second base. And the 1-1. Breaking ball in there. Just missed, and it's 2-1. First, a leadoff fly out, a single hit by pitch and a fielder's choice. Outside, gets the call, and it's 2-2. Danielson has not liked the strike zone all night. Looks back again at the home plate umpire. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. 2 on for the Sixers. Kromenacher fires. Breaking ball fouled into the mitt, and there's 2 away. The infield can back up a bit, and now Nate Helms. Nate, a pair of singles today and a strikeout. 2 runners in scoring position for the Sixers. One across after an error by Whiffley. First pitch. Just missed inside, and it's 1-0. Reese Gaber on deck. Infield plays back now, just needing an out. Kromenacher fires. Bounced in there, nicely done by Zwicky behind the plate, 2-0. We mentioned that earlier in the broadcast that the Ranger pitchers love to bounce the pitches, and they trust that Josh will block them. And he has done a great job again tonight. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Kromenacher comes set. Looks and fires. Outside, 3-0. Reese Gaber on deck. Nate Helms looking for dead red right now. Need one right down the middle. And they're going to put him on. Don't want to risk anything on a 4th pitch. And now Reese Gaber reached on an error and a couple of strikeouts. Sixers down to the last out. Bases are loaded. This is what you grew up wanting to do. Team down by a run, bases loaded and 2 outs. First pitch. In there for a strike. Gabriel from Caleb. Lifted foul, and the Sixers send the Rangers to the state tournament. And the 1-2. Inside corner, the Rangers are headed to the state tournament. Kromenacher strikes out Gaber to end it. And the Rangers, for the first time since 2009, will head to the state tournament in Chippewa Falls on Friday. What a game, what a way to continue. The Rangers improve their record to 25-8. The Rangers are headed to Chippewa Falls on Friday for the state tournament. Holy cow, what a game by both teams. What a tournament by both teams. We'll have the opportunity to talk to Coach Helber and award our MVP of the tournament to one fine individual player for Wisconsin Rapids. Again, Rangers 2, Stevens Point Sixers 1. Stick around for our Mankey Automotive post-game show. I got to catch my breath and settle down a little bit. Again, Rangers 2, Sixers 1. Back with the Mankey Automotive post-game show.
Automotive and Collision Center.
Hi, Captain Collision. I was backing out of the driveway and trying to text my friend and hit the snowbank thingy, and boom, know what I mean.
And a lifetime warranty on your repair work. Now let's get to work. Mankey's Automotive and Collision Repair, 25th Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids. We meet the nicest people by accident.
Host Rachel.
Hey, welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski. Balta's Convenience Stores says Goat Wash, touchless, and even detailed car wash, and many other items for your trip home or your...
You won't get any high-pressure service departments for all your for their next...
In Marshfield and Wisconsin, everything. Hot ham and cheese, hot beef in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Camera in a second.